Yo, what's up guys? Jaeky here. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Logitech G Pro Superlight 2. So if you've been keeping up, you pretty much know that this is the exact same mouse. Just with a couple changes, we got USB-C updated polling rate, so it's now 2000 Hertz polling rate, and we also have optical switches. But other than that, I'm pretty sure everything else is exactly the same. You also have the new sensor for obviously the higher polling rate and a little bit longer battery life. So let's take this thing out. We have my original G Pro right here, and this is the updated one. Shape remains exactly the same. Packaging's a little bit different. We have the mouse straight out of the box. You can see here they're pretty much identical in pretty much every way. Even on the side, both of them have the Superlight text on the side. This one even doesn't even say Superlight 2. Hi Tora, there's my cat taking a look at the new mouse as well. But as you can see, it is now USB-C. So that's good. And then on the bottom, the skates are exactly the same, except on the new one, they kind of go straight up a little bit more. So you can't actually use the old skates with the new Superlight 2, which kind of sucks. Not sure why they would do that. They could have left the skates exactly the same. There's really no benefit of changing it other than to just make it so that old skates no longer work on the new G Pro 2. There we go. I took the little plastic wrap off. You can see that the bottom is pretty much identical except for the skates. And now I heard some people saying that the clicks felt a little bit heavier on the Superlight 2. Let me see. So the clicks on the original versus the clicks on the Superlight 2. The Superlight 2 does not actually feel heavier. It feels around the same amount of force required to click, but it does feel crispier. Not sure if that's because it's optical or if it's because it's new and not broken in yet. But the clicks on the Superlight 2 do feel a little bit more crisp. As for the side buttons feel pretty much the same. Logitech doesn't have very good side buttons. I mean, they're decent, but there is a lot of post-travel and a little bit of pre-travel on them. They do feel kind of mushy. So side buttons on the Superlight have never been a strong point, and they haven't changed at all. Scroll wheel actually feels a little bit more tight on the Superlight 2. Feels a little bit more tight, but that's probably just because it's not broken in yet. But they feel very similar. It just feels a little bit more tight on the Superlight 2. But yeah, okay, let's see what else comes in the box here. Our USB-C cable, so USB-C to USB-A, and the rest is pretty much just a puck with a glide on it, which you got with the original as well. And then this, I'm not really sure what this is, to be honest. And some grip tape. So that's pretty much what we got before as well with the OG Superlight. Okay, so I'm excited to try it in game and see if there's any actual noticeable difference with the 2K polling rate. I doubt I'll actually notice anything, to be honest. If anything, maybe like slightly smoother, but I doubt I'll be able to even feel a difference. So here are the two dongles compared to each other. You can see that on the G Pro 2, it just says Pro X2 on it. That's about the only difference you have there. And then the texture is slightly different. That's about it. They're roughly the same size though. Of course, one is USB-C, other one's micro. Okay, let's get this thing plugged in and we can take a look at the software. All right, guys, here we are in the software. So out of the box, it's already at 53%. Light force switch, this is set to hybrid right now, and connection is light speed. So let's take a look at the actual settings that we get with this. So it's going to walk us through a guide here. I'm going to do 800 DPI, sensor calibration. Interesting. Okay. And then we have 2000 Hertz reporting rate, obviously. Light force switch. So we have a hybrid optical mechanical switch for pro grade, precision, speed, blah, blah, blah. We can either choose power or hybrid for power saving or optical only, which is going to drain battery a little bit quicker, I guess. So I'm just going to leave it on power saving for now. Okay, so in here we have a bunch of presets, it looks like. Let's see what happens when let's see the difference here. So we can actually split the DPI now. We have the x-axis and the y-axis, so you can have it different speeds. I'm not sure why you would want to do that. I guess some people might like that, but I like to keep it all uniform. Okay, I guess the most important thing to really keep in mind here, report rate, we're going to change that to 2000, obviously. The wired is actually limited to 1000. You can only go to 2000 on wireless. And then sensor calibration, I'm not going to do that. And I have it set to one slot, just 800 DPI. But liftoff distance, I'm going to put this to low. I actually don't know if I should leave it on medium or set it to low. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it on low. And that's pretty much it. That's all I'm gonna do. That's really all there is to do. So that's pretty much the software. Pretty much all the important stuff. You want to change your wireless report rate and do all that. But other than that, I think we're good. Alright guys, I have Valorant booted up and I'm in the range right now. Let's first talk about the glide on the feet. So the glide, the feet, they haven't changed. So the glide is still going to be dog shit. The original G Pro glide was pretty bad, and this one is still pretty bad, like the stock feet out of the box. They're very, very thin, and they're also scratchy, like noticeably scratchy on the mouse pad, and you're definitely going to feel all of that. So I'm going to be switching off the stock skates as soon as possible whenever, you know, third-party skates are released. But yeah, it's definitely one of the first things I would change is going to be the skates. As for the polling rate, I really, as expected, don't notice it. Like, it doesn't feel any, like, noticeably smoother or anything like that. It feels pretty much the same as the original Superlight. Let me shoot some bots here. I mean, I did just plug it in and I haven't been using it for that long, so it might be one of those things where it's like going from 144 hertz to 240 hertz, like you don't notice it when you go up. But like nowadays, if I go back to 144 hertz, I definitely do notice it. So maybe it's very similar to that, where if I ever go back to, you know, 1000 hertz, I'll notice it a little bit. But right now, it feels pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, this mouse is pretty much the same mouse with very minor upgrades here and there, like USB-C and higher polling rate and optical switches is really all you're getting with the Superlight 2. So the main takeaway is if you're already using a G Pro Superlight, there's really no reason to upgrade unless you're like a pro player or a mouse enthusiast. But other than that, there's really no need to waste your money. If you don't have a G Pro Superlight and you're looking to get one, obviously you're going to get this one, the newest one. And yeah, I mean, it feels perfectly fine, like 2K hertz. Not really noticeable right now, but it just feels like a solid mouse, like the original G Pro. If you like the shape, it's going to be perfect for you. But at the end of the day, it's a pretty small incremental update from Logitech to the G Pro. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really not much to say about this mouse. You're pretty much getting the same thing. So I don't know, if you're always looking for the best of the best, like you're an enthusiast or a pro player, then I guess you can upgrade it. But if you're already on a G Pro Superlight, there's really no need. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.